it. And it's bitter. It's also bitter.
Love it.
You're gonna like it. I look at you and realize my eyes do not know yours, and I smile. The same lips that smile miss yours something fierce. Souls meet on lovers' lips, and that cannot be undone. But eyes can turn natives into tourists. 1 million blinks will not erase 100 winks, but 1 billion might. And so I blink like a left turn signal, ignore the yield signs, and merge my future with an imaginary someone's instead of yours. Turns out there's a reason the sunset on the end of our horizon was upside down. We're cruising on the wrong side of it. Remember that time I attempted a U-turn in my 1998 Chevy Suburban? Except the U was too wide and my overcorrection sent me over the median and straight into oncoming traffic. I've feared U-turns ever since. You kind of like the thrill of oncoming traffic and upside-down sunsets, but it's my 1998 Chevy Suburban. I'm driving the hell that rides on these wheels, buddy, and I refuse to turn around. Because an upside-down sunset is no sunrise. Heartbreak offers a thrill all its own, but that's the thrill of haunted houses, and will this burn my tongue? And I wish I had been the one to eject your seat, because I damn well should have been. But I wasn't, and man, do I hate burning my tongue. Remember the time you came up to visit me? You said, I think we'd grow best by growing together. I didn't know what that meant and associated the phrase with some sort of fertilizer commercial, but the together on the end rang in my ears like the sirens you told to shut up that night. That night on my couch, the one you took up completely? I was glad you did, because no hipster on this lanky little island can span a military cot, but I kept my head on my shoulders instead of yours and refused to say the first I love you. Because telling you when we were 15 was the first gesture of many I'd get sick of waiting for you to make. But you said it that night. You assured me of it without me asking you to, flew home the next morning, and texted me hours later, I'm sorry, but I think I got ahead of myself and moved too quickly. Skype later? I suppose loving someone for one day after loving them for 3 years is the straw that breaks a camel's heart. And I shouldn't have asked you why you said you loved me, but I told you to promise me you'd never say it only to make me happy, and you did promise, and I didn't know you promised people things to make them happy. I also never was good with not holding people accountable for breaking their promises. You taught me to trust my heart as far as I could throw it, but you weren't there to catch it when I did. You taught me to love you despite your chips on a diamond I'd forged as a young girl, forged with the promises of mantras like, there's only one person out there for you, and true love lasts forever, and it's better to have loved and have lost than never to have loved at all. But the only mantra that's kept its promise is, the first cut is the deepest. Because only diamonds cut diamonds, and baby, yours cut mine. Yours cut mine, and then the next stanza was. You got it. It's in there. I've said it 4 million times. They say it is the fool who fails to return to the place of his last happiness. I don't know who they is, but they sure would think me a fool. Because the happiness I found in you is a cemetery that makes me hold my breath as I pass, and breathing has been hard enough for long enough. I say it is the fool who fails to create new happiness, and it won't be easy. One person too many told us we last forever for them all to have been lying, but those same people claimed loving you was my fate, and fate is not my friend. Strangely, you aren't either. But I still prefer empty rooms to crowded ones, and loneliness to patronage. I still prefer staining paper with ink to staining it with tears, and I still prefer loving no one to loving someone who only loves me, because muscle memory applies to hearts too. Thanks.